My name is Ivan Harada.
Ivan, where were you born and raised?
I was born and raised in Waikiki. I started coming down here when I was 5 years old, and used to just hang out on the beach.
And can you tell me about your life employment? Did you spend your time on the beach?
Yes, my life employment was I became a lifeguard here on the beach, and became a supervisor. I was captain of the lifeguards here in town, all of Ala Moana and Waikiki. And at times I would also work on the windward side of the island.
And are you a surfer?
Yes, I am. I travel around the world, surf.
Can you tell me about your very first surfboard you ever had?
Oh, that was an old balsa board that was hand-shaped by one of the old-timers on the beach, and he gave me the board, and that was my start.
Where is your favorite place to surf?
Well, I surf right here in Waikiki the most because it's easier for me. The rack is here. I got my board here. And I usually surf out either queens or canoes.
And who taught you how to surf?
I just kind of learned by myself. There were a whole bunch of us other kids that grew up on the beach, and we kind of just learned by ourselves.
And can you tell me how Waikiki Beach has changed over the years?
Oh, it's changed drastically. There's so many hotels. When I used to come to the beach, there wasn't even half of these hotels here. And now it's just so commercialized, and everybody's all over the place.
And so do you have any favorite recollections of Duke Kahanamoku or any of the beach boys you used to surf with?
Well, the Duke and I used to talk every morning before when I used to work down by the natatorium. He used to come by, stop, and talk story a little while. Then he'd go to the Outrigger Canoe Club, get his board, and paddle down to Waikiki, catch a few waves, and paddle all the way back.
Do you have a beach boy that you most admired back in the day, or?
Well, my mentors were guys that were lifeguards, yeah. Aloha Kaeo was one of them that when he got in the tower, he wouldn't move. He'd stay there, and he would watch the water.
And where would you say is the most dangerous beach on the islands?
Well, of course, everybody, the North Shore when the waves are up. But there's other places on the east side, in Shore Break, Sandy Beach, Makapu. There's places that are, dangerous, that have rip currents and so.
And if you had to give advice to anyone learning how to surf, what is the number one thing that you tell them?
Well, the number one thing I'd say is be safe. Don't worry about the board, worry about yourself. The board can always be fixed, but the human body is something else. So just be aware and be careful. Never turn your back on the waves.
Can you tell me about your scar?
Well, I had in 2007, I had a liver transplant. And everybody here on the beach thought I was going to die. And it just so happened I was very lucky one night. They just called me and says, we'll call you back in an hour. You may be number one. They called, and I had my operation the next morning.
Wow.
That was something unbelievable. And I'm here after 5 years of having that surgery.
And finally, have you ever taught or had any celebrities out on one of the beaches you were lifeguarding at?
I've taught several celebrities, but my last good celebrity was pro football player Carson Palmer and his wife. I took them out surfing outside here.
Wow. I have a video blog teaching girls the basics of football, footballforfemales.com. So I appreciate that. Anyway, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Do you have any last comments or any stories?
Not really, just enjoy the ocean. That's what it's here for.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.